So, yeah, we basically have Jimmy the 13th, Trap Queen, Applesauce Fabulous, and NUJ as the survivors for Game 3. And Marlin will be kicking off the run of killers. Marlin finished third in the Bloodbath, so he could be quite a strong contender for the league season. And Marlin has opted for Myers, the Shape, aka Michael Myers. So this is the first time we've seen a Myers being used in the league season. If I recall correctly, he actually played Myers in the round where Azeros was featured in the Bloodbath too, so not without precedent this killer choice, but I'm kind of curious to see what he can do. So Trap Queen is currently hidden behind a tree, Apple is currently working on a generator, Jimmy is hiding, NUJ. Oh, and Jimmy 13th realised that he was there, and he takes it. Marlin there. Oh, he's got a flashlight ready. Is Jimmy really going to risk this? No, he's not going to risk the flashlight. He's just taking a bit of stalking from Marlin. Interestingly, he got the hit though. I mean, obviously, Jimmy made a mistake, so the hit was there. It was a good thing that it was smart that Marlin went for it. But now he's finally got Titu, got a bit more running speed, and Jimmy made a huge mistake there, taking it easy down. And Applesauce has now been caught. He's been shooed away from the generator. Oh, Marlin tried to lunge, but he wasn't close enough to Apple. But oh, Apple made a mistake there. Marlin moonwalked around and got the hit, and Apple put down the pallet. Marlin's actually did pretty well there. He made him think that he was going towards it, but was actually backing away. It looks like Apple's going to go down here. Oh no, Marlin's choosing to stalk more. And this could be a smart move, because Apple's probably the most troublesome survivor out of the four for Marlin to deal with, potentially. So getting as much stalking on Apple early on actually can be a really good idea. It could pay off in the future. Oh, Apple miscalculated though, and he takes it down. Now they got Jimmy back up on his feet and they healed him already. There's no basement obviously in the shack. Trap Queen and Jimmy are working a generator, which I believe is in the middle of the map. Oh, Apple's going on Pride Rock. NUJ currently working on generator. He's found an Alex's toolbox from a chest. NUJ with a very lucky score there from a chest. I don't know which chest that was from, but never mind, he's still working that gen. Jimmy's working a bit of a one. NUJ has left the gen at 99. He's now going to sabotage the hook for extra bonus points. That could be a smart idea in the long run. And who's he trying to find now? Oh, he's stalking Trap Queen, who's going for the rescue right in front of him. This could be awful, except Marlin goes for the hit. He's not committing to tier 3 Evil Within just yet. Jen does get popped. It's Trap Queen close enough? No, she's not close enough to the pat. Another Jen gets popped. There's only been one hook so far. And can Marlin here? Apple just, yes, he can. He gets it down. Apple does get the kill stun in, but it was too late. Too late to save himself, and he picks up Apple. And this is Apple going to be on his second hook. And it is indeed, yeah, he's second hook, and now Jimmy's just got him up, and he's stalking some more to get the tier 3. Oh, and NUJ was hiding behind there. Marlin realised it, and NUJ just stood there. He just, with such little cover. I'm not really sure what NUJ was thinking by standing there. Probably was caught at the moment trying to sneak his way up towards Apple or even Trap Queen to support them. And just got caught out with bad positioning. And now Jimmy's the one who's in trouble. However, there is a pallet just there. Oh, and that was great, except he's not in trouble now, and he is! Jimmy tried the run back. Very risky, and it did not pay off. And there, they did get NUJ off the hook. He has been healed, now they're having to heal each other. All of them injured though, except for NUJ. And he's making his way back. This is a real problem now for the survivors. And Trap Queen's just gone down. And And I don't think this pallet's going to be got. Nah, he wasn't close enough, I think, for the pallet, and Applesauce realised that. At the same time, that's given away... Well, he could have gone for Applesauce, but it seems like Marlin's actually going towards whoever was just unhooked. It seems as though he's stalking Jimmy. Or at least he's trying to, but stalking here is not really recommended. Oh, he just threw down the pallet when Marlin was just... Oh, I'm not sure if that's his wise idea, Jimmy. Trying to blind him. But he got out in time, out the window of that crane before the lunge could reach him. So far, he's got half circle in terms of deviousness points, has Marlin. He's doing pretty well for Hunter points too. And he's just gone tier 3 again, and who's that on? Was he stalking? He was stalking Inuj. Inuj's at risk about being caught out again by a tier 3 evil within Myers for the second time this game. He should be safe with this pallet though, provided he doesn't mess up his movement. Oh no, he went down! I was trying to look where he was actually going, and I cycled through the whole roster of players before reaching Inuj. But Inuj's gone down. I think this is going to be his second hook. The survivors got 2 gens popped pretty quickly at the beginning, but now things have really slowed down for them. Marlin's continuing to just establish his dominance and his control in the game more and more. Now Applesauce and Inuj both are dead on their next hooks. There's 3 of them at the opposite end of the map working the same gen. And that's the one by basement, which they're gonna pop, but they need to split up and move different ways. And I think Apple sees, yeah, he just about saw Myers' mask in the distance. Jimmy needs to be careful that he doesn't leave. Oh, he got hit, and he's trying to blind him for some reason, but it's just a waste of flashlight, I feel. And Jimmy's in real trouble here. He's injured. He's either going to be on his second hook or dead on the next hook. And he goes down again. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I mean, Jimmy is actually from Romania, and Marlin's from the Czech Republic. And Trap Queen tried an audacious attempt with that pallet stun, but he wasn't close enough, was Marlin. Applesauce got Inuj off the hook. He's now healing him. Jimmy is now on his second hook. So that's 3 survivors on their second hooks. I think Trap Queen might be the only one who's not on his second hook there, from what I recall. But so many survivors are close to death now, and they've still got 2 generators left to pop. If I recall correctly, Marlin in the blood buff on this very map with Myers, under the old sacrifice point scoring system, managed to get a 30k score on this map. So, if he's still following the same precedent, he should be in line to do that again. And Inuj is allowing Marlin to stalk him some more. This is not going very well for Inuj. He just always seems to be caught out on the worst end. Oh, and he tried going through that. That's messed up his speed boost. Inuj is in real trouble. Like, he's making so many mistakes in positioning, and now he's at risk of being caught out again. He goes down, and I don't think he had a chance of juking Marlin there. And Marlin's pretty sure that someone was working the generator just moments before he downed someone. Applesauce is currently not working the gen. Jimmy and Trap Queen, however, are. This is Inuj. I think he's dead on this hook. There he is. So rest in peace, Inuj. He is the first casualty of this game. And Marlin's going in to bash this gen, but he actually needs to find the one that Trap Queen and Jimmy are working, which is already halfway through. And I believe Marlin might be heading to that one. Yes, he is. And stalking Jimmy is not going to work because his aura is already red and he takes a hit. And then Jimmy gets the pallet stun. And Trap Queen's deciding to be rather immersed there, trying to hide for dear life. Applesauce is currently working on another gen, which is actually on the other side of the map by Shaq. He's still got the blood trails, Marlin. He is still on Jimmy's trail. And Jimmy might actually be leading him back to Apple. Actually, Apple and Trap Queen both are about to pop these gens simultaneously. Or he's leaving at 1990. He'll, Oh, they've popped it. The exit gates are powered up, and now Marlin has to get a move on. Marlin's points are not actually that high right now. The survivors have sort of progressed through the game pretty quickly. But he is catching Applesauce. And tier 3, and he gets a stunned as Apple, but he doesn't even have that high boldness. Jimmy is opening the gates. Marlin's smashing down a pallet. Trap Queen, I think, is still looking for an exit gate to open. And I think he's lost Apple. Marlin's lost Apple. Yeah, he's looking for survivors. Like, 2 of them are actually by the open exit gate already. Here he comes, and they're gonna have to run out. It's a tier 3 Mize. He's just stalking them for more points, actually. Trap Queen is kind of giving him more points. Yeah, I mean, she might as well have gone out early. And does Apple know where Hatch is? He could actually be at risk of being caught again. Good Apple. He needs to be really careful. And Marlin can see that the other gate isn't open. So is Apple going to take the risk of looking for Hatch, I wonder? He is. He's actually going... He's on the other side of the map from where the exit gates are. Marlin's still over that side, by the way. Actually, no, he's going in the basement. Looking through the chest, so that's extra objective points. He's getting extra bonus points while being in the basement, too. Marlin's found Hatch, though. And where is that? That's actually next to the crane on the side of the shack. Is it? No, there's one... Sorry, there's one exit gate on the side of, Oh, wait a second. He's actually nearby. Oh, I think Marlin's found him. Marlin's found him. He's found Apple. Oh, God. Has Apple taken a huge risk here? Oh, no, he's going to go down. He found a purple medkit, but Apple stayed far too long in the map, and he's gone down. He's going to be dead. Oh, my goodness. What a blunder by Apple. He was on the side of the map where the exit gate was open. The opposite side of the map from Marlin, and practically gifting him extra points there for that mistake. My goodness. What an incredible end to that game. So we have the scores here. 20,200 for Jimmy. 18,300 for Trap Queen, 17,962 for Applesauce, 10,602 for NUJ, and 22,687 for Marlin. I'm actually surprised that Marlin didn't score that many points, but the survivors did actually progress through that game pretty quickly. They did do the gens at a slightly faster rate than usual. And XZ is going to be a hillbilly. So this is the second hillbilly we've seen in the season so far after Anger Ranger's hillbilly performance last night. So he's already looking for survivors around one of these generators. Trap Queen is by the shack. We can see Inya and Apple are running around together. Jimmy's just busy cleansing a tome at the moment. Apple's cleansing one of his own. And XE is still looking for people. He hasn't found anyone just yet, but now he's found the Feng Min, and that is Inuj. So I don't think Inuj will want to hang around too long. He took too long lingering around there. Or when he respected the pallet, but Inuj dropped it down anyway. Oh, what was Inuj doing? He just ran back around. Straight into the hillbilly's chainsaw. That was bizarre. Inuj just completely accepting the warm, loving embrace of Max Thompson Jr.'s full revving chainsaw right there. And so Apple is currently making his way to the hook for the rescue. But he's pretty close by though. Like, yeah, he's like the other side of Azeroth's office. He's going for another chainsaw. No, but he's was thinking of going for Inuj. Now he's got his sights set on Applesaws. And oh, he thought Apple was going to try and go back through the window, but actually he didn't. Apple predicted that he might be looking for that cheeky hit through the window. Trap Queen's about to pop a gen by the shack. But is she actually... she's 99ing it. I'm surprised she doesn't actually go for the totem. Inuj is on a gen at the moment. Jimmy's running for his life. Apple's still the one being chased at the moment around Azeroth. I have a feeling that basement's where the shack is, not in Azeroth, because there's a hook right outside the office. Oh, and Apple nicely evading the hillbilly's attention there. But Inuj goes down again to another chainsaw! In the same spot he went down in the first place. What is going on? And he's not going to hook Inuj again. I think he's just trying to avoid any possibility of, tunneling him. There is a gen though he's gone to that's at 99, and who's he found? Not Jimmy. Oh, it was Apple. Apple again being evasive. And XZ's checking closets, but he's looking in the wrong places. And XZ's going back to where Inuj's just been picked up again. Not a single gen's been popped yet, but there are at least 2 gens that are set at 99% that I know of. Maybe even more than 2. Yeah, you see, they're working a lot of gens. It's like they're 99ing all the gens they can find, and now Apple's about to pop that one. And Jimmy, I'm sure, is about to pop this one too. Who is XE chasing? He was on someone, but I think he's given up and is now looking for the person who's... Oh, he's found Jimmy. Tried chainsawing for one side of the tree, Jimmy went the other. Oh, did Jimmy get stuck on the tires? He did. And he gets down. He gets down by the chainsaw. Survivor's still plugging away at the gens. Only Trap Queen is actually... Is she even going towards the side where Jimmy's on, or... Yeah, she's on the same side of the map as Jimmy. She's got to be careful. Like, Inuj is still injured. No one's healed him since he got down by that chainsaw. They got him back on his feet, but they couldn't complete the heal. And XC and Trap Queen sort of meet each other face to face through the window. Trap Queen takes a hit. She throws down a pallet when she didn't really need to. And that's probably the safest pallet in that corner of the map. She's just lost and puts out another one. XZ respecting the pallet. When she drops him anyway, it doesn't really matter if he respects. Oh, and Trap Queen put it down too early. Oh, we tried to do the cutback and try and catch her out, but Trap Queen wasn't that hasty with her responses. She didn't buy into it. Stayed a little bit safe for a little bit longer, but having to put that down. She probably fears the latency. seeing as XZ is from Italy, and of course she's connecting from Florida. But Trap Queen's actually doing a good job of wasting XZ's time here, must be said. Except, oh, that was not well timed at all. She was looking to get the power stun by running like head on into the hillbilly. But XZ was a little bit further ahead than I think she realized, and basement's there. This could be dangerous for the survivors. They're working the other gens. Well, actually, all three survivors are working on one gen while Trap Queen's left to be on the hook. And I'm not sure if the choice of hillbilly here is paying off for XZ. These survivors are actually going about their business pretty quickly. We saw in the last game when Marlin only got 22k points as Myers, and we're seeing it here with XZ's hillbilly performance. He's got a few chainsaws, got a few hooks, but he really needs to pick up the pace of his gameplay here because he's actually falling significantly behind. He didn't land that chainsaw on Jimmy. Jimmy being a bit slippery there, managing to evade the chainsaw. He's got Jimmy and InUJ to choose from. It looks like he's focusing on InUJ, but he's revving the chainsaw around the power loop section. I have to question the wisdom of that, and stunning himself on a tree. XZ's just throwing away a lot of time here, and he's getting visibly mad about it. Oh, when he gets a stun, that looks really laggy at least from my end. And I think he's still trying to chase. This is really looking dire for XZ. He hasn't established enough map control whatsoever with his Billy. There's a gate being opened over there. Trap Queen is the one. She has been stopped. And now the chase is on again. Oh, Jimmy ran back out in front. And dodges the chainsaw. Seems like XZ's had trouble landing those chainsaws. He did land one chainsaw on Jimmy, but the other attempts he's just not had any. Oh, he gets caught by a vacuum pallet there. XZ's points are looking rather dire right now. Not much in brutality, not even 3/4 on deviousness or hunter. This is looking incredibly bad. InUJ scores a spooky medkit from the chest. Applesauce also scores a spooky medkit from the chest in the basement. And who's XZ looking for? He's just searching the corners of the map for people, but there doesn't seem to be any clues. And I did see someone in his view, but he didn't acknowledge them. And InUJ's gone, so InUJ has to commit. And he has committed to the X's. That's InUJ out. He was the first one to die in the game with Marlin's Myers, so I don't blame him for being the first one to make it out this time. But it seems like the survivors have gone through the map pretty quickly by doing the gens at a fast rate, and now they're just looking to pick up the other points. Searching lockers in the basement. The hatch is actually right by the shack in the basement and that exit. And both exits are actually on that side of the map too. Can XZ salvage any more points from this game? And if so, just how many can he get? Because I tell you, this is not looking good for him whatsoever. I think Applesauce, for one, as one of the survivors, has got a healthy amount of objective points after having done the generators. But how many altruism and bonus points do these survivors have? They're just walking around in the basement. And XZ is like literally on top of these guys. And he doesn't know where to look, he doesn't know where to find them. Oh, he's thinking of it, he's going in. How is he? Oh, he's finally seen Applesauce, and Trap Queen's gone out. But he knows... Oh, it wasn't in that closet that Jimmy went. Jimmy got out too. They're both out. He thought that Jimmy was still in the basement, but actually he must have snuck out behind him. And XZ's staying, being still. Seems like Jimmy and Apple are not content with the points they've got. They want to stay in the game for longer. And I think XZ is just tired. He's tired of trying to find them. He's just smacking his hammer against walls and objects. But if it's boldness points they're looking for, the fastest way to get boldness points is to get directly engaged, get the killer chasing them. Otherwise they could spend ages going at this. Apple, I think he's on the other side of the map. Yeah, he is. He's on the Azeroth's office side of the map. He's still in the basement, looking around the closets. This is... what is going on here? Jimmy's at risk of actually getting crows. He's been stuck behind those sides. He finally moves. So, I mean, what is it they're after? I mean, if they're after Ultrason points, then someone actually needs to get hit. If it's boldness points, then someone needs to get chased. Either way, this is kind of like a stalemate that's going on right here. Are they looking for the hatch? Is that what Apple's doing? I think that's the only reason I can imagine he's on the other side of the map away from the exit gates. But he's looking in the wrong place. The hatch is actually right in front of one of the exit gates, by the side of the basement. And XZ's not really leaving that side of the map either. If they're looking for hatch, I feel like Apple's trying to look for the hatch. That's the only logical explanation I have for him, like, moving all around in the fashion he's doing right now. Jimmy, on the other hand, I think he knows where the hatch is, but he's just, I don't know, he's waiting at a pallet, like, hoping that XZ will come over there. Has XZ seen him? No, he hasn't. But is he about to? And on it goes. I don't know what the end outcome is here that the survivors are hoping for. They got the exit gates open. They're not engaging in any bold or altruistic actions for points right now. They're just hiding around. The pallets have gone in this area. The basement's here too. Apple's decided to hide in a closet. Is that what they're waiting for? To go back into the basement for points? If this is for boldness points, it's gonna be very, very fucking slow. Put it that way, really slow. It's just ridiculous. Well, XZ's sort of checking one part of the map that isn't the basement. I mean, that's where he needs to be right now to catch these guys off guard. Completely opposite side of the map from where I need to be. I don't think I've ever seen an end to a game quite like this, where it's delayed for reasons of... I mean, if they're both waiting for a hatch, this is probably going to be the most passive standoff for a hatch I've ever seen in Dead by Daylight. I mean, being in the basement means you can get bonus points, but they accumulate so slowly that it would be better off, time-wise, to just go find the killer and grab his attention instead. But with a hillbilly, they don't want to take the risk of being chainsawed. Passed through the shack. If he just stopped and actually looked in the basement, he probably would have got them. But he's just going looking in all the wrong spaces. And XC's just stop. I'm kind of curious to wonder why XC just isn't looking in the basement. If the game's going on this long, surely one of your first thoughts would be maybe they're in the basement because they're trying to get bonus points. Okay, he's in the shack now, checking the closets. Will he think about looking downstairs? Oh my goodness, he was about to go down, then revved away. XZ, man, you're looking in all the wrong places. You're so close to finding the right place where they are, but you're just looking in all the wrong places around them. It seems like they just passed back again. Oh, now I heard a survivor making a noise there from XV's perspective as he finally caught on. You saw survivor. Finally, we have action. Oh, we missed the fucking chainsaw there. So close, but he's just not landing on the steps. So I'm just glad that there's action going back on. And Jimmy's trying to make a run away from it. Finally, I mean, he's staying in for bonus points, it seems like. And I think here comes the bloodlust. Jimmy's going to try and go through the bus. He's got that bloodlust going. Finally gets Jimmy down. I'm just so thankful that some actions actually happened after all that. Oh my god, that was painful to watch even for me. Is he gonna let him go out? Or not? No. Teasing Jimmy. And applesauce has actually gone on the other side of the map. I think Apple's just leaving Jimmy there to die. He's not even attempting to get over there. Yeah, he's just still pointing at Jimmy from afar, like, not bothering to save him. Was this Apple trying to hold out for the hatch? I mean, it looked as though he was looking for it earlier. He was searching the entire like of the map, just looking for it. He needs to run. Oh, I don't think XC noticed. He's been spotted. Is XC? Has he got him here? Oh, he got out. Oh, nice evasive maneuver there to trick him into going for the chainsaw. Or going for the hammer, sorry, going for the swing. Pulling down the path for safety. It wasn't a stun, but it looks like he might get this hatch. Is that what he wanted all the time? He's finally got it. I am so glad that's over. So after that, Apple walks away with that one with 24,340 points. Jimmy's got 16,120 points. IndyJ is 15,708 points, and Trappoint's got 11,932 points. XZ only walking away with 16,670 points. That's probably the lowest score we've seen in the league season so far. He's playing Trapper. And he's setting a trap right away. Where has Costco actually spawned on the map? Looks like he may be on... I want to say shack side? Jimmy's in the basement for a chest. 3 of the survivors are actually working on different generators from each other by the looks of it. Yeah, basement's in the shack. Costco's busy setting up traps in the grass. Costco's also on shack side. And looks like he's deliberately gaining Costco's attention, is Jimmy, but Costco takes a moment to pick up a trap first. Oh, Jimmy baiting Costco's trapper to taking hits and missing and putting a pallet down. It didn't stun him. But looks like Jimmy's going for the boldness early here. And he takes a hit. Oh, what's he doing though? Oh, nicely done. Costco was too quick on the M1 immediately after landing that hit. Misjudged the distance, didn't do a good enough lunge and took a pallet stun for his trouble. Jimmy's found applesauce. It looks like he's about to wait. No, Costco's still going. A gen has been popped in the distance, I believe, by InUJ. And now InUJ's been found by Costco. Who didn't go through that window. Oh, where was that? Costco trying to get a hit. InUJ backed off at the last second. Costco completely missing his swing there. And that one too just wasn't soon enough. I didn't have enough distance on it either for that lunge. And Costco gets stunned. Trap Queen still working away to Jen. Seems like Jimmy's found her and is getting a very pleasant rub from Trap Queen's hands for those heals. Apple's hiding by the edge of a wall. He reckons Costco's trapper might be passing by soon. He's trying to remain undetected. And the gen gets popped. It seems like he might be heading over there. Trap Queen finds a standard brown medkit. People are disarming traps as well around the map. I can hear them going off. So it seems like Costco's traps aren't that well concealed, or maybe the survivors are just being overly cautious with where they're walking. Oh, and Jimmy there has found a commodious toolbox from one of the chests. He's not using it though. I think he's going to save that for dismantling and sabotaging hooks. But it's the same trend they set in the past 2 games so far. They're actually working away at the gens at a fast rate. And InUJ goes down. This is actually the first down, I believe, of the game so far. Costco having a very slow start. Although the Trapper is more of an endgame focused killer in the mission, perhaps he still has quite a slow start. And there is still a bit of a recovery game for Costco to make here. So he's got to be smart with his trap placements. With the Trapper, he's a killer that has the potential to, a game can be decided with just 1 or 2 traps. Like, if they're clinical enough in their placement and their timing, or in Trap Queen knowing where the hook is, knowing where the trap was immediately after getting the unhook. And Jimmy's cleansing a totem on the other side from where Costco is chasing. Oh, and he finds Jimmy halfway through cleansing that totem. Jimmy takes the hit. But Jimmy's not going through that window. In fact, he's going out and he's trying to find a pallet. Oh, he just latched onto Jimmy with the tip of his weapon. And that's Jimmy's first time going down as well. He's going to be on a hook. It looks like all 3 of the remaining survivors who aren't injured or hooked working on that gen. They're really racking in the objective points fast here, other survivors. That seems to be their priority. It's get the objective points in first, then worry about the other points. Even if it means popping the gens and having the exit gates powered up. There's only one gen remaining. Trap Queen gets the rescue. Costco has not had a single trap land. This is really bad for his deviousness. It's completely breaking his game as a trapper. That and the fact that he's had a slow start. Gets a hit on Trap Queen. Shifts his attention to Jimmy, though, who's injured. Going back to the pallet that he was... Oh, that was a laggy attempt at a pallet start. He got it, but Costco was there early enough to get the hit. Is he going to be taken to basement? Looks like he is. And that is Jimmy's second hook. And he's actually going to place a trap at the bottom of the steps in the basement. That's hoping for a lot for the survivors to actually run into that, not noticing it's there. And UJ's found another Alex's toolbox. He found one, I think, in the last game, and he's found another one this time round. Yeah, you see, I think NUJ heard that the trap was being set. Everyone's here! Trap! Quick, run into the trap! They're all in the basement! What is going on? Trap Queen just running into a trap. Hence her name. Everyone else cautiously avoided it. She just ran into the basement to step in it. And that's just put her in a load of trouble because now Costco's found her block trail and she goes down. I think that is Trap Queen's first hook. Yeah, it says first hook. But Costco's not really got any control in this game. He's one generator away from having the exit gates powered up. He hasn't got that many hooks. He's only landed one trap so far, and it was a very questionable one at that. One that could have easily been avoided. The gens on different sides of the map that are still left to be popped, so... Costco's got no real 3-gen strat. He's got no strategy with the gens whatsoever to be able to work with. And he's found Trap Queen again. And Jimmy's walked into a trap somewhere. Can he get out in time? Costco opting to slice him down instead of picking him up. He really needs the deviousness points. But opting not to pick up Jimmy. Is that because he knows Jimmy's dead on hook? I wonder. But Costco's running away from the gen that's about to be popped, and it is. There are the exit gates, lighting up via Apple's view. Trap Queen injured, running straight for one of the exit gates. Another trap got disarmed somewhere. NUJ has been hit. Not many points for Costco here. He's completely missed NUJ. NUJ just ran past him in his view, and Costco didn't even notice. NUJ's had a lucky break there. Trap Queen injured, crossing through the exit gate. She's got to go, and she does. Applesauce has found NUJ, is going to give him a heal. Costco placing more traps. Jimmy is using that commodious toolbox for sabotaging hooks and getting some more bonus points. Which is smart because obviously Komodo's toolbox has plenty of charges, so you can get a lot more use out of that toolbox, get more bonus points as a result. He's not sabotaging it though. He's doing the 99 strat where if someone gets caught you can do it, but not changing it. Applesauce is testing the grass, making sure there aren't any traps. And hiding behind that flaming barrel. NUJ cleansing the totem. He's got to be careful he hasn't been spotted. He may have been spotted by Costco actually. No, he hasn't. He's still got an Alex's toolbox, so actually he doesn't need to get involved with the killer here. He could just sabotage more hooks. Jimmy hiding in the basement again. Apple still looking for more traps to disarm. Is this going to be another lengthy game where the exit gets powered up but just looking for extra points? He's found NUJ. NUJ's got to go. He's taking a hit, but he's already crossed the exit gate and he's gone. Jimmy's still in the shack. He's still hovering around the basement. Costco's just looking for the last two. Again, it's Applesauce and Jimmy who are staying around for more points. Jimmy's getting bonus points. Oh, it looks as though Apple has got the attention of Costco and he's got a stun. Oh, now he's committed to the exit. He's got to go. He's not staying around. And now Jimmy's got to be going out because if he gets caught, if he gets stuck in a trap, it could be disaster. Oh my god, he almost ran into a trap. Slight aura I noticed there. He almost ran a trap. I'm going to caught out badly. No traps in the grass, so he's found the hatch and he's out. So we have the scores there. Applesauce again with 24,928 points. NUJ with 19,912. Jimmy the 13th with 17,798 points. Trap Queen with 16,185. Costco with 14,823. Breaking XZ's record of the lowest killer score we've seen yet in the league season. He goes Myers. So, making the same choice as Marlin, he's decided to pick Myers for Azeroth's resting place. Let's see how well he can make of this. Shadow Dragon's already to work on the generator. NUJ's working on another one. Shadow Dragon has been found and has been hit. But Shane is still in tier 1, so he's not going to be able to catch after Shadow at a fast rate. Needs more... Oh, Trap Queen and Jimmy, for some reason... Trap Queen's just running towards the generator about to work it, not realizing that Myers is standing right there, stalking her and Jimmy. Opting to get the hits instead of going up to tier 2, at least he gets the hit. He's got down on Trap Queen whilst in tier 1, Evil Within. NUJ looks as though he's about to pop that gen. Shadow's working on another one. Jimmy looks as though he's running up for the hook rescue. Shame clearing away that pallet. And NUJ leaving that gen at 99. Looks like he's now running up for the hook rescue, but Jimmy's going to beat him to it. And he gets it down on Trap Queen. And now he's got his sights on Jimmy. Has put a survivor out of action. Jimmy taking the hit. And looks like Shane will want to close this. Oh, and he went for the pallet stun, but Shane went the other way. Oh, a nice movement there. Actually, there's no pallet. And Jimmy's going to go down here. Oh, and Shane goes through the window of the bus rather than picking him up. But actually, he might have done that on purpose because he's just found NUJ working on that gen. Not a single gen's been popped yet either. Nope, he's picking up, gone back to pick up Jimmy. And a survivor's making noise behind. Is that Shadow, I wonder? It is, yes. Shadow's back to work on gen. NUJ was about to cleanse the toes, I think he's just remaining hidden. Shane choosing to bash in that gen that was almost at 99%. NUJ gets the unhook, but for some reason runs straight into the Shane's vision, puts down the partner, his son gets back over before Shane could react and get the hit. NUJ with a lucky escape there, but completely wasting a pallet in bizarre fashion. And looks like Shane is on to Shadow Dragon. He's about to get tier 3. And Shadow Dragon goes down. And I can notice someone in the distance there. Oh, when he's got the spooky flashlight, it's Jimmy. He's trying to use it. And Jimmy goes down. So Shame is looking for another survivor. NUJ is close by. Oh, he runs right in front of Shame as he was bringing down a pallet. And Shame is right on his tail, but has run out of tier 3 Evil Within. But gets a hit on NUJ. He spotted another survivor. Spotted Trap Queen still injured, and he's set his sights on Trap Queen now. Or actually, no, he changes course. Looks for NUJ again instead. I think he's allowing... Yeah, I think he was allowing Trap Queen to get the unhook. And NUJ goes down. Not a single gem's been popped yet. Shane's having a really good round. So the other 3 survivors have all patched themselves up. Shadow Dragon, I think, is going back to work on a gem by the shack. NUJ's still on a hook with what looks like Trap Queen is the one who's going to try and go for the hook rescue. But Shane is still close by. And I think he knows what Trap Queen's there. Trap Queen taking a hit. Shane is about 3/4 of the way towards Evil Within tier 3. Getting an extra bits of stalking there from a distance on Trap Queen. He's going to be very close to tier 3 soon. He's on to Shadow Dragon again. And opts for the hit rather than going for tier 3. Probably because of the fact that there's a window right there that he could have gone for. Oh, Trap Queen runs right in front of Shame and goes down, and Shame is picking her up. Trap Queen on a second hook, Shadow Dragon being healed by the other two survivors on their feet. Shame's having a stellar game. He's really delaying the survivors' progress. All of a sudden, survivors not working gens as fast as they were in the previous 3 rounds. He spotted someone else, but opts to pick up Inuj instead. Probably allowing Trap Queen to get unhooked without the threat of him immediately chasing down one of her potential rescuers. But that's Inuj dead. With 4 gens still left to go. And only 3 survivors remaining. Has Shadow Dragon's substitution for applesauce made enough of a difference here? Or is Shame just playing the hell out of this game? It could well be a combination of both. It looks like Jimmy's going to take Shane for an extended guided tour of these pallets on the shack side. But Jimmy might have left that a little bit too... Oh no! But he didn't put down the pallet either, which is probably smart, because I don't think Shane was close enough for that to be a pallet stun. And Shane's walking away from that. Probably smart to disengage. Don't waste too much time on someone who's trying to relentlessly pallet with you. But it's given Shadow Dragon and Jimmy the chance to finish up that gen. Trap Queen's still injured. She hasn't been healed yet. I don't think she was ever healed after she got unhooked, and it looks like Jimmy's got the attention of Myers again. And Shame's found another gem that's been left at 99%. And Trap Queen must be feeling nervous right now. She's injured, doesn't know where her fellow survivors are, and she's dead on next hook. So, she's probably feeling very nervous. However, Jimmy and Shadow have both found her. She is getting double healed. But here comes Myers again, and Shadow takes the hit. And one of these survivors has already got max Ultrasm points. And Jimmy takes the hits. Again, Shane not opting to stalk just yet for tier 3. He's trying to weaken the survivors. This might be a good thing because this actually allows him to get more brutality and hunter points in the background. And he can save tier 3 evil within for a more crucial moment. Which Trap Queen again running in front of Shane was not really a crucial moment. It's a free hit. So a gen's been popped. I believe that was Shadow Dragon who popped one. Trap Queen, be careful, she did not look where Shane was going and she takes a hit. And Shane's actually going to put her on a hook now. There's one right there, might as well. I think Shane was aware of how quickly these survivors have been going through gens in the past few games. He's not taking that chance with 3 survivors in this game remaining, let alone 4. So he's already got 2 kills and off to a great start. He's further cemented his control of this game, but he just needs to find these last 2 survivors and get the points he needs. He's found Jimmy again. And Jimmy's almost close to being maxed out on the Stalker. He knows where Hatch is, at least. Oh, and Jimmy goes down. He probably tried dropping that pallet earlier to compensate for the ping discrepancy. But it was still too late. Got the pallet stun, but got down for his struggles too. And now Shame is looking for Shadow. I think Shame's probably just looking to seal off this 4-kill rather than linger around too long for more points. But he is on the right part of the map where Shadow is, but Shadow's hiding behind a bunch of tires. But Shame was considering staying around that half the map. He's now moving back down the middle. And Jimmy's recovered as much as he can. Shadow's still there with a spooky flashlight in hand. I think, yeah, Shane might as well smash that generator in. Because of 2 gens remaining, that one's already at 99. It's as good as popped if you just left it there without regressing it. And Shadow's coming over to help, but it's Shame's noticed him. Oh no! And Jimmy put down the pallet, but he put it down on the same side that he was on with Maya. And Shame just kind of let him... I wonder if Shame here is actually just trying to get the hunter points, or just trying to focus more on getting Shadow. Oh, he's fed up with Shadow already. He's now chasing Jimmy again. I think he's probably doing this for the hunter points. Jimmy's trying to blind him from a distance. But I'm sure Shane won't complain about this too much. He does need more brutality and hunter points. He's yet to get to 8k in either of them. He really needs to stalk more as well, because he hasn't even got 5k deviousness yet. It's not easy to get 8k deviousness with Myers if you don't include the 4-kill bonus. It involves a lot of stalking and a lot of bleeding out on the survivor's part. Well, Jimmy and Shadow have found each other, but they're here too, and Jimmy goes down. Shame hasn't noticed. He hasn't noticed Shadow's blood trail, which I could see from his view there, but he didn't acknowledge it. So he's going to go and pick up Jimmy right away. And there goes. Oh, Shadow's just run in. He's activated Tifric, and that was bizarre. Seemed like a very late swing attempt on my end. Maybe that's just latency there. He's got max hunter points though, and he's got Shadow down. He's bleeding him out too, and he's just smashing in these gens now. He's got max brutality, so 2 categories there maxed out already. He now needs to focus on stalking and getting more deviousness. I'm pretty sure the hooks will come along. I know he's hooked Shadow at least once. I think he may have hooked Jimmy twice. I'm not sure. He's just testing the pallets to see if Jimmy's hiding around the corner. But Jimmy's healing Shadow up again. I don't really think he can stalk Jimmy for evil within points anymore. I think he has to stalk Shadow if he wants more deviousness. And Jimmy's managed to avoid Myers there, and Shadow's just signaling. But looks as though Shame just wants to... Oh, he's tried hiding in the closet as Jimmy. And these guys are just going back and forth, helping each other, trying to avoid Shane's sight so that they don't get 4K'd so quickly. And there goes... Oh, he still managed to stalk him for quite a bit. He's still stalking Shadow. Does Shadow even notice he's there? He's just trying to blind him from a distance. I think Shane might have enough deviousness points to get 8k if he can seal the 4-kill. But it really depends on how many times he's hooked the survivors. He's lost track of Jimmy though. Shadow's moving back down the middle. And it seems like Shame hasn't noticed Shadow, so on this goes. And Shadow's been making noise inside the basement. And he's just healing himself. Gets the evil within and stalking points, so he's still making up those deviousness points. And bonus points roll in for Jimmy. He's got that pallet stun. And he escapes. And Shane just knows he's in the closet there with the blood trail and hits Jimmy down. I think he's tired of prolonging this. I think he's got as many devious points as he's willing to get for the stalking. So he's now just taking Jimmy to a hook, but I think he's going to get out in time. Yeah, he's wiggle free. Did he not realise that Jimmy went into the closet? Or did he acknowledge it and just ignore it anyway? Can't get any more stalking points. So that's his deviousness gone. He needs to basically seal off the deal with a 4 kill. It's Jimmy. Again using that closet, but I think this is going to be hit on a hook. Is this his death hook? Oh, that's his second hook. Oh, he tried to lunge from too far away, and that's set up a pallet stun. Oh, cuts off Shadow there. I go through the window, and Shadow goes down. It doesn't look as though Shame's going to get max 32k points for this, but at the very least, he is going to get somewhere in the region of 30, maybe even 31k points. Or just having a bit of fun on Black Rock with Shadow Dragon. Now has Shadow Dragon been on the hook twice or 3 times? Oh, that's his second hook too. So I think Shane scored about 31k points here. Which would be the second highest score tally we've seen from a killer so far this league season. Or even 30,900 apparently. The survivors, we have Jimmy the 13th with 22,116. We have Shadow Dragon with 16,891. Inuj was 7,983. And Trap Queen was 7,195. Of course, it was a shame that Applesauce could not turn up for that last round. But thanks once again to Shadow Dragon for turning in when we needed us. Well, not when we needed him, sorry. And because this shoot's been delayed by so much, apologies for the delays and technical difficulties, but we do have to call it ends there. Game 4 will be starting very soon, so be sure to be tuning in for that. Thanks once again, and see you later.